Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Kaden Strong of Grand Haven Boys Basketball. How's it going, Kaden?
Good. Thank you for having me.
So recap this past season.
So this past season, it was a good season for everyone. Our record doesn't show it, but like us there and how young our team is and how we're going to develop into next year, I think it's going to be a big push for us. We lost games that we should have won. You know, we, but I think next year definitely it's going to be a lot better. For me personally, I was a bench role player. It was kind of hard finding my role at the beginning of the year, but as the year went on, I definitely found it.
Yeah.
Going into next year, I'm bound to have a really big senior year, I believe.
What was it like to find that role this year?
It was kind of hard because at first, my first game I missed from concussion. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know what I'm capable of, but am I able to show it? And I had a few good games beginning of the year. Then when we went into conference play, I was kind of like all around. I didn't have confidence, wasn't there mentally. Had a bad attitude, and I feel like those were the things that kind of like held me back from really finding my role. Then towards the end of the season, I think I found that role again and was able to pursue with it and do the best I could for my team.
How do you get over when you miss shots or not having a good game? What do you do?
Well, at the beginning of the season, I would just get angry, because it's like I know I should be making that shot, but you think about it, you're not going to make every shot. So, like mentally, if I'm not having a good game, I know my teammates are going to be there to back me up. So, just give the ball to them, make the right plays, make the right pass, let them do their thing. Because if they're, you know, it's a 5-person game. You can't win the game by yourself. So you just gotta know that I know my teammates are capable of scoring the ball if I'm not able to, and I think that was big for us.
Um, I know that. Okay, so what was the best moment that you had this season?
Best moment with the spring lake game: 17 points, 8 rebounds. You know, I had a pretty good few games leading up to that. It's our rivalry game, and I was like really locked in. Like I don't know, I think that's the most locked in I've ever been. And I'm coming off the bench. I'm just like, all right, I'll score a few points, help my team out, make the right passes. But then it ended up just boom, it just kept happening, and I just felt good, and that was one of my favorite games of the season.
Yeah. Um, when it comes to what is one area of your game that you really want to improve on heading into your senior year?
Definitely my dribbling ability. It's not awful, but it can improve so much. Just how you move. You got to look. I'm a 6 foot point guard. There's plenty of other 6'4", 6'5" in the OK Red Conference that are able to just swipe away, get the ball. So I think being able to expand my bag a little bit is going to be a big improvement for this year.
Yeah. Obviously big story next year will is that new is a lot of changes in on the west side of the state, especially with the kind of a new look to the conference. What's that going to be like playing a bunch of new teams?
I think it's going to be really fun. We can set the tone on those teams. I believe it's Jenison and Caledonia leaving us. We'll still play them once, I believe, but I think it's going to be a really good like change for us. Jenison was like kind of a team that every year we're kind of beating them. Caledonia was a team where it was like iffy, and I think adding stronger teams into our conference is going to help us just better overall.
Absolutely. Um, okay, so and then really just last thing, name three things you want to accomplish this summer before the season starts.
This summer, I definitely want to pick up an offer somewhere. D3, wherever. That's definitely one of my main things for basketball that I want to do. Another one is definitely try my hardest and become like a starter on the Grand Haven varsity team and become that leader role and fight for every chance. And my last one is just giving it 100% all the time. Like I never don't want to be there and not giving it my full. So I think those are three big things that I hope happen.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kaden, thank you so much for coming on and spending a few minutes, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.